Good morning all. In this session we will be dealing about botany of the family Euphorbiaceae. Before going into the session, I would like to introduce myself. I am Dr. A. Nitya Devi, working as Associate Professor Horticulture in the Department of Horticulture at Dr. M. S. Swaminathan Agricultural College and Research Institute located at Tanjavur. Our college is one of the constituent colleges of Tamil Nadu Agricultural University. So in this session, we will be dealing with the botany of Euphorbiaceae. Under Euphorbiaceae, several horticultural crops, economically important horticultural crops are available. So among them, the most important fruit crop is the amla, star gooseberry as well as Indian gooseberry. Both crops comes under the family Euphorbiaceae, and one of the industrial plantation crops, it is rubber. It also comes under the family Euphorbiaceae. So the important tuber yielding vegetable crop, cassava, also belongs to the family Euphorbiaceae. So in this session we will be dealing with the botany of cassava. So cassava, hope you all know, the economic part is the tuber, and which is having highest starch content among all the tuberous vegetables. So almost based on the variety it varies, almost 25 to 40% of starch can be seen in this tubers of cassava, otherwise termed as synonymously termed as tapioca. So you can see the field with tapioca or cassava. You can see the palmately lobed leaves as well as the stem. In case of stem, it can be either branched or unbranched type of stem can be seen. So you can see in the first the picture, the first one shows the branched stem, and the second one shows the unbranched stem. So you can see the clusters of tubers in the underground part, so which is the primary source of starch. So tapioca or cassava, botanically termed as Manichot esculenta, belongs to the family Euphorbiaceae with a chromosome number of 36. So its origin is Brazil, northeastern part of Brazil. The economic part of the plant is the roots or tubers. So cassava is one of the crop in which the tuber contains highest starch content of 25 to 40%. Based on the starch content, whether we are going to use the particular variety for vegetable or for value addition, it will be decided. If it contains high starch content, it will be used in the sago factory, and vermicelli and chips and so many value added products can be prepared from the highest starch containing varieties. So apart from the starch, it also contains a poisonous chemical, that is hydrogen cyanide. So normally upon cooking or upon drying, these cyanide derivatives will disappear from the cassava slices. No need to worry about this chemical hydrogen cyanide. So cassava, the other names of cassava are tapioca, manioc, yuga, mandica. These are all the other names of cassava. And the origin is Brazil. The edible part is tuber. It is the pollination, mode of pollination is cross-pollinated crop. The bitter principle responsible is hydrogen cyanide. It is one of the cyanogenic glucoside. And worldwide it has been widely grown in Brazil, Ghana, Nigeria, Indonesia, India are the major cassava growing countries. In India, it has been cultivated widely in southern states like Kerala, Andhra Pradesh, Tamil Nadu. These three states contributes for around 95% of area, 98% of production in the country. Among these three states, Kerala is the predominant state which grows around 50% of total area under cassava. It has been mainly grown as a rain-fed crop. And so coming to the characteristics of cassava tuber. So tuber is a storage root in cassava. So the tuber consists of three parts. So the outer part, it is termed as periderm. It is the skin of the tuber. The next region, it is the cortex or rind. It is 1 to 2 mm thickness will be there in the cortex. And inside the cortex, the flesh region, it is nothing but the parenchymatous cells which contains the stored starch content, and the vascular strand will also be present in the flesh region. The stem will be attached to the stem will be attached to the tubers with a neck of varying lengths. So the presence of neck in the tuber will lead to longer shelf life. There are two shapes of basic shapes of cassava can be seen. It can be either elongated, that is cylindrical type, or fusiform and compact shape, that is conical, can be seen. In this conical shaped tubers are devoid of neck region. So here based on the shapes, the tubers can be classified into different types. The various value added products of cassava tubers are starch, sago, chips, macaron, pastas, noodles, puppets, vermicellis, rava. All these are the value added products of cassava or tapioca. So there are, apart from the edible purpose, it is having multiple uses. It is used in the extraction of alcohol. So monosodium glutamate can be obtained from cassava. So cassava is the primary raw material for the preparation, and cassava is used in the preparation of sweeteners like glucose, fructose, lactose, and it is used as in several pharmaceutical medicines to make capsules and tablets. And the cassava is being used in the manufacturing of plywoods, then papers. It is used in the textile industry, and it is used as animal feed. The plant of cassava is used as animal feed. Coming to its botany, it is a shrubbaceous plant which is perennial in nature, but we are cultivating it as annual. Per plant, we can harvest around 5 to 10 cylindrical tubers can be produced. So the stem is woody. It can be either branching type or non-branching type. So the cassava is monoecious in nature. So the flowers are unisexual, but both male and female flowers will be present in the same inflorescence. It will be spatially differentiated, right? Not in the same place. Either the unisexual flowers will be in the base as well as in the top. So it will be spatially differentiated. It is a cross-pollinated crop. The female flowers are very few in numbers, and the female flowers will be born in the base of the inflorescence, and male flowers it born in the topmost part of the inflorescence. And coming to the leaf, you can see the lobed leaves of cassava. So you can see the branched as well as unbranched type in cassava. We can see the fruit as well as seeds of cassava. It is variedly mottled leaves can be seen in cassava. So botany of cassava. So Manihot esculenta with a chromosome number of 36. It is mainly cultivated in tropical as well as subtropical regions of the world. And it is having varied soil and environmental conditions. It can grow very well. It is highly tolerant to drought, high heat, and it produces well under less fertility or poor soils. The root tuber, modified root tuber, is the economic part of cassava. It is a native of Brazil, northeastern part of Brazil. And the mean temperature requirement for cassava is 25 to 29 degrees centigrade, and it can be grown very well under drought and marginal soils. And habit, it is a perennial plant, monoecious plant, shrub, which can grow up to a height of 4 meters tall. All parts of the plant contains milky latex at a varied concentration of cyanogenic glucosides. The roots are the storage organs in cassava. There are two types of roots will be there in cassava, like that of sweet potato. So fibrous roots, which will be doing its primary function like absorption of water and nutrients. And the second one is tuberous roots. So the tuberous roots will store the carbohydrates, and it will become bulged, and it is the economic part here. The tuberous roots will get converted into storage root. Only a few fibrous roots will be converted into a storage root, and it will lose its ability to absorption of water and nutrients. So coming to the stem, so the stem is mature stem is woody, cylindrical, and with alternating nodes and internodes. The nodes, it will be having protuberances, which are all the leaf scars of cassava plant. The cassava plant will have sympodial type of branching habit. It produces secondary branches also. And once the branching occurs, then it means it is termed as reproductive branches in which the inflorescence arises. So you can see the tuberous roots in the underground, and in the above ground you can see the woody stem with protuberances, with prominent nodes and internodes, with lobed leaves. So wherever the branching or the forking occurs, it means that it enters into reproductive phase. So in the tip of the secondary branches, we can see the inflorescence. So you can see the plants in the field. So leaves, it is a simple leaves, lobed leaves with palmated veins. The mature leaves are glabrous. There are the leaves will be either fully green colored or variegated colors are available in the leaves. The leaves, each leaf will have a pair of stipules. In young leaves, the leaves may be purplish in color. In a mature leaf, it will be the green will be the predominant color. Inflorescence. Cassava is a monoecious plant which produces both male and female flowers in the same plant in the same inflorescence. The inflorescence will be formed in the secondary branches. The female flowers will be located in the base of the flowers, and male flowers will be located in the topmost part of the inflorescence. So here you can see the male flowers in the tip of the inflorescence, upper part of the inflorescence. And protogyny exist. There is a female flower matures earlier than the male flowers. The female flowers will open 1 to 2 weeks before the male flowers, and hence there is a temporal variations in the opening of the male and female flower. The cross pollination happens. So both temporal variation and spatial variation occurs. So because of this cross pollination exists. So male and female flowers on the same inflorescence will not open or at the same time, whereas male and female flowers on different branches can open at the same time, and there is no prominent calyx and corolla. So it has perianth lobes, 5 yellow colored or red colored or purple colored tepals can be seen. So the male flowers are small when compared to the female flowers. So the male flower is half the size of the female flower, and in case of male flower, the basal disc-shaped structure will be divided into almost 10 lobes, and 10 stamens will originate in between the lobes, not on the lobes, in between the lobes. Right? Inside the male flower, there is a basal disc-shaped structure. The basal disc-shaped structure will be divided into 10 lobes. In between every lobe, stamens will originate. So the the stamens will be arranged in 2 rows. So inner 5 stamens, outer 5 stamens. So the outer 5 stamens are longer than the inner ones. So this first picture shows the female flower and the second picture shows the male flower. So we can see the innermost anthers and the outermost stamens are varying in length. It shows variations in the length of the stamens, and we can clearly see the lobes at the base. So we can see the stamens or the male flowers at the tip of the inflorescence. So female flowers, female flower will also having the basal disc-shaped structure, which is 10 lobed, and above this disc-shaped structure, the ovary, green color ovary exists. So above the ovary, the style and stigma will be present. The ovary is tricarpellary in nature, and very small style will be located on the top of the bulged ovary, and a stigma with 3 undulated fleshy lobes originates from the style. So we can see the male flower here. So you can see the lobed disc-shaped structure here. This is deeply lobed and this is slightly lobed in female flowers. So we can see the stamens, 10 stamens, 5 inner and 5 outer. The outermost stamens or the outermost stamens and the innermost stamens will vary in the length. So there is no predominant calyx and corolla, only perianth lobes will be present. So in case of female flower, you can see the disc-shaped structure, and above the disc-shaped structure ovary, and above the ovary tripartite style can be seen. So the fruit is a capsular type of fruit which is trilocular in nature, and in the trilocular capsule we can see 6 straight prominent ridges. So you can see the ridges in the fruits, green colored fruits. So each locule, it contains a single seed. So and hence every fruit will have 3 seeds. So the seeds will be, the seed coat will be shiny, dark brown in nature, mottled with grey. So coming to floral biology of cassava. Cassava is diclinous in nature. So both the male and female flowers are separated on the same inflorescence. The female flowers at the base and the male flowers in the apex. And during the flowering season, protogynous exist. So the female flowers will mature early or open early, 1 or 2 weeks before the male flowers. So during the flowering season, the pollinators will frequently visit the flowers. There is both spatial as well as temporal variation exist, and hence cross-pollination is the only option, and the pollination will be effected through bees. So we can see the tubers of various varieties released by CTCRA, that is Central Tuber Crops Research Institute, located in Kerala. So you can see the various varieties of cassava. And here also we can see the various tubers of cassava. So from TNAU we are having Coimbatore series, and from Etapur, that is tapioca and cassava research station, we are having a few varieties which starts with YTP 1, 2, 3 likewise. So with this we have completed the session on botany of Euphorbiaceae, under which we have dealt about the crop cassava. Cassava is a very predominant crop, vegetable crop, which is known for its excellent starch content. So hope you all might have understood the botany of Euphorbiaceae as well as specifically with cassava as example.